Hey there everyone, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of my Orchid Adventures with me, Maria Young. So in this episode, what we're going to be doing is showcasing to you so many different ways that you can creatively and functionally showcase your orchids. And at the very end of this video, I'm going to also show you something that I've never seen before and I've never had before, but I have it now. And because it showcases my orchids so gloriously, so beautifully, and so healthily, I want to be capable of sharing that with you so you have the opportunity of also owning your very own. So definitely stay tuned to the very end of this video. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and take you on a tour and show you exactly how I'm already creatively displaying my orchids. So let's go ahead and get that started, like right now. And the first display that we have here is actually a wire basket that is containing my epidendrum orchids. And if we take a close look, you are indeed seeing that coconut liner that's in there as well, holding in the media. And here we are noticing my orchid angel that is also assisting to hold this wonderful orchid delight right here. And indeed, quite a creative display. And this container right here, which is made out of metal, is very vintage and very old. Indeed, as you can see, it is very rusted out, but it gives such an antique and beautiful way of displaying my Maxillaria tenuifolia. And attached to this branch, you will find this actual literal seashell right here that is containing my orchids. All I did was make a hole in the back, allowing the water to filter through. And of course, I filled it up with sphagnum moss and then put my orchids right in there. I have to tell you, the sky is the limit when it comes to creativity and finding a great way to display your orchids. And also throughout my garden, you are going to notice the wooden slat baskets that are indeed displaying a wide variety of my orchids. And here's yet another wire container that contains my Cattleya, and if we turn the basket around, you're also going to notice that it contains my Tillandsias as well. And what this wire basket allows me to do is to grow my Cattleyas bare rooted, as you can see here, giving it a lot of ventilation and good air circulation, and of course excellent drainage. And if you go wandering into my garden, I have to forewarn you that there are some pretty shady critters that live here, sometimes even snails. This Humunga Dunga snail right here is a pleasant delight because I have actually transformed the shell into an orchid container, indeed containing my dendrobium right here. And all I did again is make a hole at the back and of course allowing that water to filter through, filled it up with sphagnum moss, put the orchid in, and voila, ta-da, a wonderful way to display your orchids. And I also grow several of my orchids within this plastic slat basket right here. And as you can see, I do display several of my orchids within these plastic containers. And yet another great way to display your orchids is within this terracotta pot. As you can see here, I have a miniature Vanda that is sitting within this terracotta pot, bare rooted of course, and as you can see, these star-shaped holes are very functional in allowing air and water to pass through. So very functional and very beautiful way to display your orchids. And I also have some wooden octagon containers that contain my orchids as well. One of the most natural ways that I believe to grow your orchids is actually having it mounted on a piece of wood or log material, as I have done right here with this amazing Vanda orchid, creating such an awesome display. And within this wild mass of epidendrums, you will find this bird cage right here that is acting as the container that houses this orchid. And indeed, they are loving their container and blooming and growing quite well. And mounted directly to this tree is this Brassivola, indeed giving it quite a wonderful, beautiful, and natural display. And this is my favorite part of the show because I get to introduce to you a product that I recently discovered here not long ago, right online. And I'm like, oh my gosh, where have you been all of my life? Seriously. Because these products are so amazing and aesthetically showing off your orchids so beautifully, but yet still very functionally as well, allowing you to grow your orchids healthily because it's good aeration, good air circulation and movement, and also allows good drainage. So you know that is so important for our orchids to have. And definitely not only that, it is again so beautiful. I'm going to show you some displays of what I've already done with these orchids. Now this company is coming from San Jose, California, and the owner's name is Tony Ngyan. Again, I thank you, Tony, so much for allowing me to have these phenomenal products and also sharing it with my viewers at a My Orchid Adventure family discounted rate. That's right, you guys heard it. We're going to get a 15% discount on his product as well up until April the 30th. So you guys really have to get a move on it. And that's April the 30th, 2017. So if you're watching this and it is now 2020, I'm sorry, the deal is no longer valid. But if you're watching this and it is not yet April 30th, 2017, you still got a chance to get in on the deal. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about some of these products. I'm going to go ahead and show you my most favorite products here. Now, just to give you an idea of the price rates, guys, this starts out, I think, at like $3.75 and round about like $14 is the average between that amount. So amazing deal. And the reason why they're able to provide you these amazing products at such a low rate, because not only are they the sellers, guys, but they are also the manufacturers. So they totally like cut out the middleman, and you are going to get these at the lowest rate. But not only that, folks, not only are you going to get this at the lowest rate, but if you are in the United States of America, that's right, if you are a USA resident, you are capable of ordering as much as you want to for a flat low rate of $7. Is that not unheard of? It is, guys. I'm telling you, it's unheard of. See, I don't hear anything. So totally $7 flat rate here in the USA. Amazing. Okay. So these products are made of acacia wood, known to be rot resistant, and they do guarantee the craftsmanship of their work. Indeed, they are very durable. This right here is my favorite. This is called the half moon shape, and the reason why it's called the half moon shape, because indeed it is half moon. And what I love most about this one right here is the simple fact that it has this big, huge backing right here that allows stability for your orchids, but also those orchids that like to ramble and kind of try to run away from the actual pot itself. This is going to help contain it. And for the creepy crawlies that like to crawl everywhere, well, this is also going to allow those orchids to crawl. But not only that, if you want to get extra creative and you want one orchid here in the front, check this out, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Do you see that? You have all of this space right here if you wanted to mount another orchid. So if you have this dangling in the tree, when it goes this way, you're going to see that, and if it goes to the back, you're going to also see your other orchid. So indeed, very functional, very feasible, and just a great way to showcase your orchid beautifully. Again, this is one of my favorites, and all of these containers actually vary in sizes as well. So you're going to have the option of whether if you have a smaller plant, a medium-sized plant, or a larger plant, they're going to have you covered, okay? Also want to show you this round container right here as well. Very amazing in the design and in the shape. Again, very aesthetic to the eye, very pleasing and very clean. So this is a nice way to showcase your orchid beautifully again. And the great thing about this, folks, is you can actually opt, if you wanted to hang the orchid. If you wanted this hanging and dangling in your tree or perhaps on some sort of stake, Yeah, you could do that, and it's gonna hang so marvelously. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied because I'm just so amazed at how beautifully these pots and containers will really showcase and show off your orchids. So you have the opportunity, the option of either having it hang up or having it flat on a surface, as I do have this orchid right here, this Cattleya, that is currently on the surface of my table. So indeed, one of my most favorite ones here as well, the circular container. And of course they have your square shaped containers as well, and a rectangular shape that's going to allow it to be longer too also. So you have the varieties here that you can choose, and again, very amazing, very beautiful. I am so happy to have these products, and I'm so happy to be able to tell you guys all about it. And again, 15% discount to all of my Orchid Adventure familia. I am so happy to be capable of providing you, or through Tony Ngyan's kindness, we're able to provide you a 15% discount of already what is a great deal. Amazing, phenomenal. Don't you think so? I know so, folks. So again, up until April the 30th, 2017, if you want to get in on this deal, I would recommend that you do it now. And you're going to be capable of doing that at www.orchidmate.com. Go directly there, and there's going to be a code. I should have it like somewhere on the screen right now. And I'm also going to post the link below so you can go directly there. Now again, folks, in order for you guys to get in on that 15% My Orchid Adventure family discounted rate, make sure you go ahead and put that code in there when you're placing that order. Now in this video, I showed you so many different ways to display your orchids creatively and healthily. So indeed, it's all about getting creative. It's all about having passion and love for what you do. And indeed, if you love your orchids, you're gonna want what's best for them, right? Of course we do. So I'm giving you other options as well to be capable of doing just that. Oh, I almost tripped. I almost fell. And these containers right here are coming from a company, and never mind the doggy woggy and the noises in the background. In order for you guys to get in on that 15% discounted rate, hello there, little doggy. Da 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 da. Dogs barking, motorcycles in the background. What else can go wrong? Oh, don't ask. You don't know the half. Act like you guys didn't hear it. Not at all. We don't hear a thing. And there you have it, folks. I sure do thank you guys for hanging out with me yet again on my Orchid Adventures with you know who. I don't have to say it right. Well, I'm going to say it anyways. With Maria Young. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys liked this video. And if you did, please be sure to give it a green thumbs up. And if you want to stay tuned to my latest and greatest adventures, please be sure to subscribe. Also want to let you guys know that I am on Facebook having a hoopla of a time and quite an adventure there as well at My Orchid Adventure. So please join me there also. And before I go, I want to give a shout out to flowers and irises. Definitely want to let you know that I do see you and your beautiful, amazing garden. I am like so amazed at how many different varieties of irises that you never have seen so much amazingly brilliant, beautifully displayed irises, and you have them. And if you guys want to check that channel out, please be sure to do so at Flowers and Irises. I'm telling you, your jaw is going to drop to see how amazing her flowers and her garden is. And if you do see, I am all irised out. I tell you what, when I seen this dress, I thought of you. So definitely want to give you a shout out and tell you just how magnificent you are, and also your garden is as well. That is it, folks, and as you guys already know, I truly do love you all. And with that being said, mwah, 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 and